Hey, I'm John, and it was 1 degree last night. I got all the seeds in there and soaked them down, and then I just drew up the grow tent and labeled exactly what I had planted where, just to make sure I don't forget. Oh, looks like we got a couple inches of snow, maybe 3. Oh, no, maybe 4. It's a little deeper than I thought. Oh. It's about 6 a.m. Sun's gonna come up soon. The heater just shut off because I didn't top it off last night. So I'm gonna top off the diesel heater and turn it back on. I'm gonna go check on the aquaponics system again because it was completely overcast yesterday. So let's see, hopefully the system is still running. And well, and then we'll get into some other stuff. Well, that's a bummer. It was really windy last night, and I came out and I sealed the door really good, but it blew the door open again. The plastic, it ripped off. So some snow came in. The good news is I hear the system is still running, which is amazing. That's about 48 hours with no sun on the system. Air pump going, water pump going, everything's golden. Look at all the snow on the plastic. So let's see, with the door wide open, I can't read it. Oh, 28. It's 29 degrees, which isn't bad. You know, down here it's not too bad. And these are winter crops that are coming in. And let's see over here. 12.7, so it's getting pretty low, but it wouldn't really, well, it'll just keep going really the way it's wired, but it wouldn't shut off until about 11.6 in a normal system. These are still cruising, and their sun's gonna come out in a little while, so well, that's pretty promising. I'm gonna just have to button the plastic up real solid today. I even put screws in it last night, so I'll pull all those screws out and maybe put some strips of wood around it and then button them down. That should hold rock solid because tomorrow, well, today's high is 28 and tonight it's going to be 1 degree. And tomorrow it'll be 5. Oh, by the way, it's 18 degrees outside. So with that window, with that door wide open, it's still 30 degrees in there. It would probably be 35 or 40 right now. If that didn't blow open. So I've got all the panels ready. That means I can bring out a power station and start to charge it. Just, you know, plug it in now, it'll get charged quicker. So it's 3:37. It's about 2 degrees, it looks like. Okay, let's see. Here. Oh. So 12.4, not horrible. The sun will be up before too long. Fans are going. Aquaponics is going. Water's not frozen at all. There's a little bit of ice starting to form. It is almost 20 degrees in here. So just those 2 PC fans are keeping it almost 20 degrees warmer in here. And truth is, I got a couple fairly large size holes in the roof. But hey, it's doing the trick. Oh, this is the coolest thing. It's just so cold outside and so much warmer in here. It says it's almost 24 degrees, 77% humidity. At 3:30, this was just a little icy, but I think it's even less so now. And there's no ice in the bottom where the water's moving. It might be 3 degrees out here now, so 23 is really good. And with the new fan, hopefully I can get it to be 30-degree difference. I have a much stronger fan coming. It's half the amps. So I used to have a 4-inch inline fan that was like 190 CFM at 5.4 amps. And now I ordered a 3-inch inline fan. I think it's about 190, might be 150 CFM, and only 2.5 amps. And hopefully the system can run that 24/7 without a problem instead of the 2 little PC fans, and give us like 30 degrees difference. And yeah, hopefully, I mean, at any rate, it's a good deal. Hey, I'm John, and it was 1 degree last night. It didn't get below 20 degrees in my geothermal greenhouse. The truth is I've built this thing as cheap as humanly possible, and I have a couple huge holes in the roof, and it's still very effective. Next season, you know, the next time that I get plastic and I wrap the whole thing, it'll be a whole lot more effective. And that's including using simply a couple PC fans. So they are in fact pushing air through 200 linear feet, that's 4 feet deep, and that's what's regulating the temperature in here. I used to have a 4-inch inline fan, and you can see I cut it in half. That's half of the old fan that broke down, and I attached the PC fans. But that fan was 5 amps, 190 CFM, 12 volt, and it worked phenomenally. But after a couple years of nonstop running, pretty much, it died. I never really had the system fully running. It would run during the day when the sun was up, but I didn't have a battery bank in here yet. So just recently I got the battery bank. I don't know if that fan will be the best choice or not, but I think what I did is I ordered a slightly smaller fan, a 3-inch inline fan that is 2.5 amps and about 150 CFM. And I know it's not built exactly to be run 100% of the time like I did basically, but it worked for a couple years with the other one. So I think that I'm willing to gamble that every couple years, but hopefully, right now we have a 20 degree difference. Hopefully I can bump that up to 30 or 40 degrees. And you know, once this snow melts and everything, maybe I can get up there and patch those up fairly decent, because well, I know I can. I can patch them pretty good until I get new plastic. What if I can get a 40 degree difference in here, you know? It'd be phenomenal. And even just another 10 degrees would be great, because, you know, today was 1 degree. That means it would have been 30 in here. I think the trout would have survived one night like that, you know? The whole year it hasn't gotten that cold. It's usually not below maybe 16. And so it'd be 46 degrees in here. And then in the summertime, it doesn't get above 97, so you know, imagine right now it should technically be 77, and if I can get it up a 30-degree difference, you know, maybe it's 67 in here or something. That'd be crazy. I'd have to open the door and make it warmer in the summer. Anyhow, I was working on that Berkey water filter for you guys, but it got so damn cold I can't do anything more with it today. And so I'm going to set up the grow tent in here, and I'm going to go get a few start trays, fill it up with some of the good soil that I've been making, and then well, I can get some starts going right now. And in fact, there's a lot of fall crops that are started and starting in these rows right here. Hopefully they didn't die off. I didn't have straw, and so last night I came in here and I threw like half an inch of extra soil on top of everything. So I certainly covered some of my, here they are. Here, see here, covering this may or may not have helped, but it certainly didn't hurt. And this is a beet right here. That's, I mean, obviously it's been started a while ago, and it looks fine. And there's some carrots, I believe, over here, and there's some more beets, a beet, you see. And I think even though it was 1 degree last night, there's hay, all kinds of stuff in here. I think did just fine. So in addition to all these little starts, and you know, like I think this is a big ass arugula that's just been going for like a year. And there's some hay, alfalfa. I've planted fall crops, so you can see the soil's wet. I've been keeping it pretty wet because it's only been, you know, maybe 4 or 5 days. And I'm going to keep it real good and wet for the first 7 days. And then from there, I shouldn't only have to do it every few days until it really heats up. I'm really excited about, well, everything in here because, you know, I've got my little apiary area over here. I don't know anything about beekeeping really, but we're gonna swing it. We're gonna try that out. So I'm gonna have bees on the way. I think I'll be able to swing the lava rock here pretty quick. So we'll get a shipment of lava rock in, and we can set it up in here and cycle the system. And then I found 1,000 trout eggs for 45 bucks, I think. So I'm going to order like this little breeding box, and I'll probably set up some little eggs in there and just, you know, let the movement take care of basically germinating some trout eggs. We'll get fingerlings, and well, the pond will be warming up pretty soon. By the time they get big enough that it's a problem, I could probably fill my pond, you know, and just let them do their thing. And I could throw a filter and a bubbler out there to help with oxygen and whatnot for them. So that'll be fun. And this is the first time that we're going to have the geothermal actually really working for, you know, 24/7. It's only been running 24/7 with the aquaponics for like 4 days. But it's been really overcast, so it's great to see that it's been cooking, even though it's been really overcast for 48 hours at a time. This system has done well. It's just 3 100 amp hour batteries, a pretty cheap controller, and a cheap inverter. One minute nursery shelving. I whipped this shelving together so fast that when I put the stands on it, I just simply put 1 screw in each one so that I could get it set up in here and see where it was most level. And then I'll just add a few more screws to make it sheer. And now I can go fill these up with good soil and start planting them with different seeds that I want to get started. And how convenient is it that I have water here? All the other water on the homestead is frozen for right now after 1 degree, but I can just pull water off of this. It won't take much to water these guys. It's 40 degrees in here and it's only 20 degrees outside. So we're definitely keeping that difference of 20 degrees so far. I have enough trays here for 400 seeds almost. And well, I'm just going to start planting. You know, I'm going to put in some obvious winter crop type stuff and then some stuff that would be really pushing the boundary, and we'll line them up in there and get them soaked and start some seeds. I got all the seeds in there and soaked them down, and then I just drew up the grow tent and labeled exactly what I have planted where, just to make sure I don't forget. Wow, what a nice day. It's 1 degree this morning. It's going to be 5 degrees tonight, but just the geothermal, it just feels like spring, and I've really enjoyed being out here and planting stuff today. If you thought about a geothermal, I would highly recommend it. And well, if you're looking for some off-grid land like this, check out the link below. You can get some for $200 a month. Now if you got cash to buy a piece of property, go pay cash, you know. But if you need financing and don't have great credit, this is a great place for you to get some for $200 a month. So check that out. Check out the links to my website. I'm giving you guys 50% off right now for my Frugal Off-Grid Homestead bundle, which is all 3 of my books, 50% off. You can't miss it on my website. So well, until next time, I'll catch you on the next video.